think the industry as a whole is facing some challenges in the sense that while there's been a big step move forward with FSSA coming into place, but since the draft rules and regulations have not been finalized, there are certain gray areas, say related to imports, related to the kind of ingredients, the dosages which need to be used, which basically are still not clear, and hence people are trying to grapple with this issue. People use the help of various industry bodies, or people actually go to the FSSA, but FSSA is also overburdened with a lot of work, and hence the sooner we can get clarity and the final regulations are in place, the better it is for the industry as a whole. Basically. I guess it should take, from the time the draft rules and regulations get finalized, it should take another 4 to 6 months for the various parts of the FSSA to be able to implement them in a very smooth manner. I think 2-3 challenges which basically probably come in the way of a faster industry growth are a lack of awareness about health and nutrition among consumers, among the medical fraternity, and even in the industry, because the industry is in a sense evolving. India is not as advanced or as mature as many of the other markets in Asia or in the Western countries, and hence it's important for all the stakeholders, which is the consumer, the medical fraternity, and the manufacturers and marketers, to basically become much more aware of what is required to grow the industry from what it is at a much faster pace. I think because the industry is evolving and it's still at a nascent stage, I think every sector has potential for growth. It could be basic nutrition, which could be how do you build your immunity, how do you build your overall health, and besides that there are specialty segments which could be coming up, which could be in the area of CV, cardiovascular, it could be in the area of bone and overall the ortho area, and I think every segment has potential for growth in that sense. I think India still has a lot to learn from other markets in terms of understanding the patient or the consumer needs in the areas of health, and we'll have to probably look at a mix of both an organic or an indigenous approach. But I think a larger learning could come from studying some of the advanced markets to be able to bring products which are innovative, and more than innovation, I think it's also a challenge of being able to have clinical data in terms of studies which are done on patients, on consumers, on how their condition was prior to taking a certain health supplement or a certain medication, and post that. That's an area of a huge gap currently, and the sooner we're able to fill that, it'll be better. But then that puts a challenge of resources, and hence taking learnings, taking data, taking scientific literature from published data in the West or in other countries, and even in Asia, such as maybe China, such as Singapore, Thailand, Philippines. These countries have a lot of data which can be used to be able to do marketing in a much more scientific manner, which is much more beneficial to the consumer, basically. I think the Nutri India Summit, I think, provides a very strong platform for various stakeholders, such as marketeers, such as R&D scientists, regulatory, manufacturing, medical, to actually come together and use these forums to be able to share ideas, do cross-pollination of best practices, and thereby lead to a common industry voice which can speak to the government, which can speak to various other industry segments, to be able to create a movement forward.